I've witnessed plenty of courageous and often crazy feats over the years, but in all my time working this program, I've never encountered anything quite so jaw-droppingly insane as extreme kayaking. The guys who love this sport don't so much live on the edge as throw themselves off it. They paddle their tiny kayaks over massive 20-story high waterfalls, reaching speeds of 200 kilometres an hour as they plummet nose first into the churning water below. They've shattered bones and broken backs. But in their world, coming face to face with death is the only way to really live. America's Pacific Northwest is a wild and beautiful place of mountains and mighty rivers. Rivers like the famous Columbia, which gathers its powerful waters in high places, in deep gorges and plummeting, roaring chasms. It's nature at its most magnificent. And for some people, that's a challenge. A deadly challenge.
There is no more powerful, more intense moment than being there, and the only way to feel it is doing it by yourself,
Rafa Ortiz is a 24-year-old with an engineering degree, which he will only ever use if he lives long enough. Right now, Rafa and his band of brothers belong to an elite, some might say, crazy gang of extreme kayakers.
Are you guys built differently from the rest of us? Wired up differently, do you think?
I don't think so, I just think we have different goals, I think it's just a little different path that we take, and I think in the end, it's also an addiction to adrenaline, I think it is the most powerful drug ever.
We've come to Palouse Falls, Washington State, where Rafa will attempt a world record to conquer the Everest of extreme kayaking, a jaw-dropping 20 stories of roaring water.
So this is where it happens?
Yeah, this is where the whole adventure starts.
Oh God, there's a lot of power in that. It's enormous, isn't it?
Its words fail me.
It's terrifying, man.
I don't know if I'll ever understand why you feel you
the
have
drive.
to do it.
I don't understand it myself either, man. Every single time I run a big, scary waterfall, I think in my mind, man, you're so stupid. Why are you not watching TV right now,
Well, these extreme adventures always take us into some of the most beautiful places on the planet and also into very difficult terrain. But the story itself is always simple. All this young man has to do is kayak off the top of that waterfall, some 200 feet high, spear down like a javelin into the roiling waters below, come back up, still in the kayak. He'll be doing that at about 200 kilometres an hour, and the whole thing will take only 4 seconds. Simple, eh? Except that I think those 4 seconds will be the longest 4 seconds in that man's life.
It's a frightening thing. When I first saw it, I thought, how can he do this?
Yeah, I guess so. It's big. It definitely, it's a different scale, In a career of running big waterfalls, it becomes just another step, And I think in the end, it's just an evolution,
No, I don't agree that we were evolved to go over waterfalls like that, 200 feet high. Just quietly, I don't think Charlie Darwin had that in the plan.
I don't know if I agree with you with that, I think we all evolve in different directions, I think we all chase different dreams, and that's what makes every single human being special and different,
You go your way, dude, I'll go mine.
Exactly.
So, as the tension builds towards Rafa's death-defying run, consider this. Lives have been lost and bodies broken by falls much smaller than this one. And no one knows the dangers better than Tyler Brad, who inspired Rafa to take on Palouse Falls and is already somewhat of a veteran in this young man's sport.
Going over the lip of it, you're making a life choice at that moment, and you need to be very concentrated, focused, and be positive and
Hang on
certain
for a
of
moment. Just at that
Yes.
moment, are you allowed to think, oh no, I don't want to do this after all?
You're not allowed to think that at that moment. Because if you think that at that moment, your whole game is going to get thrown off. As soon as you divert your attention away from what's happening, game over.
For Tyler, it was very nearly game over in this remote river gorge in Argentina, where he broke his back.
Yeah, that's the recent scar. Absolutely crushed my L1 vertebrae. Knew right away. Rolled up, got to shore, and spent the next 3 hours trying to get out to the hospital. Got into about a 6-hour surgery, had 4 screws and a rod put into place to stabilize my back and to get it to the point where it could heal. And I got really lucky. The neurosurgeon said that he hasn't seen anybody walk away with an injury of my nature.
And you guys all know the deal, this is a 200-foot waterfall.
A last-minute briefing the morning of the attempt for the support crew of 25, led by team leader and extreme kayaking legend, Rush Sturgis.
It's going to be a huge impact, so just hope for the best, but be prepared for whatever to go down. So
Cameraman,
it's gonna be good.
medical team and rescue support, everyone here knows the dangers. All of them are sharing the tension.
When you take it up to a level like Palouse, it's impossible to train for. You can run all the 80, 90, 100 footers you want, but then you step it up another 100 feet almost. It's
All right, how it's happening.
It's just the anticipation, the apprehension is ridiculous right now. Just let the river gods be on our side.
The Palouse Falls are not as well known as America's Niagara Falls, but they are much higher. In his bid for 4 seconds of fame and entry into the most exclusive extreme sports club on earth, Rafa is constantly calculating the odds of success and the consequences of failure.
It's a roll of the dice, man. We both know the risks.
Do you fear death?
Fear death, I accept it,
You're a bit young to accept it.
It's not like I'm doing this because I want to die, But it is something that I do feel, even though I'm only 24 years old, I do feel like I'm living a life like no other. And so many people just kind of, work 9 to 5 and go watch TV and watch people doing something amazing, and they don't get out there and do it.
Mate, I'm much more stressed than you are.
I don't think so, man. If you could only see what's in here right now, it's all it's crazy for sure.
Rafa has run hundreds of falls, though none this big. And remember, to claim the world record, there's one crucial piece of fine print. He must emerge from this cauldron still in his kayak. There's no turning back now, as Rafa makes his way down the rapids that lead to the 20-story fall. He seems to hang for a moment as time slows down. And then he's gone, sucked into the vortex. And after what feels like an eternity,
Oh yeah! Hey, let's go, let's go, let's go!
he finally surfaces, but not in his kayak.
To the left, yeah!
How do you survive that?
Yeah, Rafa!
Give it jack to me, goddammit!
Yeah, buddy! Ah, nice!
What? Yeah.
How does it feel, dude?
It's like, yeah!
As soon as you're lined up, you look down and, it goes from peace to craziness. You just, as you cross that line, you just start accelerating. You go down, you see the beast. Like all of a sudden you're inside the beast. You're screaming down the thing, you know. So it's really the moment that I think I live for.
What's the sound like in there?
It's gone, man. It's silent. It's just, you're just in there, you know. You're just.
How long did the 4 seconds feel?
It seems forever, you know, that you're gonna fall. I remember being in the air, just holding onto my paddle, clenched tight in there, and being like, oh, it's gonna happen now. Wait, now. Wait, now. Boom, and then massive explosion. But then when I was underwater and the turbulence, you know, it was just, it was unmanageable, you know, just getting tumbled around there. The river just started pulling me out slowly, and so I was holding onto my paddle, and then with my left hand I held onto my kayak, and I was like, please let me stay in.
So you were saying, I want the record, and the river was saying, I want you out of that kayak.
Exactly.
As crazy as they are, their purpose sometimes mystifying, still I liked these boys. They are focused, dedicated and brave. And they have a sense of direction so often said to be lacking in young lives today, even if that direction is recklessly down into the deluge.
Even now, while I'm just getting my breath back from your last adventure, I suppose you're contemplating something else.
Yeah, always. Got a couple big projects coming up for sure. And
bigger, scarier?
Hell yeah. Way bigger.
Hello, I'm Tara Brown. Thanks for watching 60 Minutes Australia. Subscribe to our channel now for brand new stories and exclusive clips every week. And don't miss out on our extra minute segments and full episodes of 60 Minutes on 9now.com.au and the 9Now app.